Shalom, here's a thought for the week. The Talmud tells an interesting story about Rabbi Akiva and some of his friends, very distinguished scholars, who went into the orchard. The orchard is a parable for the deep secrets of the Kabbalah. They study the deep secrets. One of them passed away. The second one actually went crazy, and the third one became a heretic. And only Rabbi Akiva was able to go into this orchard, a mystical orchard, with peace, b'shalom, and then he left it with peace, b'shalom. The question is, what difference does it make how he went in? The main question is he left in peace, intact. So the explanation is given that the reasons why the other three rabbis didn't make it out was because they went for the experience to study these deep secrets of the Torah, and they went too far. They couldn't return. Rabbi Akiva, his whole approach of entering into the orchard was with peace. The whole idea was, what could I learn from this to be able to apply it to my life? It wasn't about his own experience. It was about what God wanted from him. JFK was famously said, ask not what your country could do for you, ask what you could do for your country. The same thing goes with God. Ask not what God could do for you. Ask what you can do for God. When our whole approach to life is, what am I needed for? Not what I need, but what am I needed for? Then the loftiest experiences that we might have, the most inspirational moments, are translated into the actual deed. This is the secret to Jewish meditation. The idea is not so much just what the experience is. I'm inspired, let's say, at a certain speaker, or you had some other spiritual experience. That's great. The key is, what's going to happen the next day? How am I going to translate that inspiration to being a better person, to doing more good deeds, to doing a mitzvah? So the key is, when you're in that moment of inspiration, whether it's a high holiday service, or it's a holiday, or it's a Shabbat, or it's studying some Torah, at that moment, when you experience that lofty experience, think to yourself, what change can I make now? What difference can I apply when I'm not inspired? That's the point. The Rebbe said in 1991, on this 28th of Nisan, today, that I have done everything that I could do to bring Mashiach. I heard this while it was happening live when I was a teenager, and I was listening to this hookup in Brooklyn, New York. The Rebbe saying words I never heard before. I've done it all. Anything that I could do to bring Mashiach. Now do everything you can. I'm giving it over to you. And basically what that means is that's every one of our responsibility to get it done. Adding in mitzvot, Torah, learning Torah and doing mitzvot, Shabbat candles, putting on tefillin, using the mikvah, kosher, love your fellow as yourself, charity, and an acts of goodness for the non-Jewish world, the 7 Noahide laws, whatever it is I could do, as Maimonides says, that the whole world is on an even scale of good and bad. Do one more good deed and you can weigh the scale for all mankind and bring redemption for everyone. May that day come speedily now. Amen, and have a wonderful Shabbat.